Good evening. I think there's a couple of you here. My apologies, still learning this technology and figuring out how to connect and so forth. So, thank you very much for being patient with me. I will just give it like one more minute, just make sure everybody is able to get on okay, and that we are all ready to practice together. So we will, if you want to go ahead and get ready, we're going to start in a child's pose. That'll be on the ground. Your toes will be together. Your knees will be apart, and you'll recline toward the mat. Make your way to the mat, and we'll meet you there. So we'll just give it about 30 seconds. I hope everybody had a great day today. I'm looking forward to moving with you. It's been a couple of days for me, and I had a great day organizing, getting ready for a new baby to come into the world. So my body's ready for movement. So let's go ahead. We'll make our way down to child's pose, and we'll find our breath in that space and kind of coming together here. Maybe taking some time to just really connect with your body and your breath. Allow yourself to relax and let go of all of the worries of your day. Just kind of set them aside off of your island, as we've talked about, and whether you're watching me or just listening while you're in child's pose. Your mat is your own island, and what happens on your mat is really what's best for you. And you don't have to really worry about what is happening on anybody else's island. So take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. That ujjayi breath, or that victorious breath. Breathing in fresh, clean air, sending it through your body, giving yourself wellness in your mind and your body, washing away the day, and just saying yes to you for a moment. And our goal in this position is really to find as much depth to the heel of your foot, and then whatever's comfortable for you, finding length with your arms in front. This is a great place for a blanket under your knees if that's something that you would like. You can also put your bolster or blocks between your thighs and your calves if it's hard for you to come down in this position. You can always come up onto elbows. If you've got a block or some books, you can bring your head to your block. So many different ways of finding your child's pose. And then as we make our way through our practice today, if there's any pose that's uncomfortable for you, this is always a great place to find yourself, coming into a child's pose. So let's take 2 more breaths here. Really let that head go nice and heavy. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and press your palms into the earth. So let's come up to the tabletop pose. You're going to want your hands beneath your shoulders, your fingers open nice and wide. Go ahead, pressing the front of those arms, maybe bringing that elbow and inside of your elbow forward to the front of your room. Your hips and your knees are aligned with one another. Really yogi's choice, whether the tops of your feet are on the mat or if you're a toe tucker. Depends on how I'm doing. As everybody knows, I can get cramps in my toes for some reason, so I tend to do a lot of wiggling of my feet. If that's you, that's okay. Don't stress it. Just do what feels right for your body, okay? So in this space, let's go ahead and do a couple of our cat-cows. So we're going to inhale and we're going to take our chest to the earth, our sit bones to the sky. Invite your chest up to the sky. And just take your chin just above the horizon. And then take a nice deep inhale here. On your exhale, really press that back to the sky and let go of all the air in your chest. And inhale, taking our belly to the earth, arching your back, shoulders down your back. And inhale that back to the sky. Excellent. And let's do this 2 more times on your own. Go ahead. And exhale. Remembering to press those hands into the earth all the way through the shoulders. And exhale. Great. Coming to a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and take that right foot back and just roll up and over that toe a little bit, bringing some length to the back of your leg, giving some movement to your ankles and your toes. One more roll here. Wonderful. Replace that knee to the earth and take the left back and do the same. Can you bring your breath and your movement together? Can you exhale and inhale? Exhale and inhale. One breath, one movement. Excellent. Go ahead, bring that foot back up. Let's take our right hand, we'll take our left hand in toward the center of our mat a little bit. Inhale, exhale that right hand to the sky for a twist. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, exhale that hand back to the earth. Bring the right hand a little bit closer to the center of your mat. Inhale, and then exhale the left arm up to the sky. Taking your gaze or your drishti up with your fingers to wherever it is. Maybe you're here. That's great. Maybe you are simply here. Perfect. If that's what your body needs today, that's what your body needs. And if you've got it, take it to the sky. And exhale your hands back to the earth. Take your right fingertips to your right temple. And we're going to inhale, exhale that elbow to the sky. And bring that elbow down and touch the left elbow. And bring it up one more time. Bring the elbow to the sky. And lower your hand all the way to the earth. Go ahead, take the left fingers to the left temple. Exhale that elbow to the sky. You should feel this a little bit differently. Relax that right shoulder back and down. And exhale that left elbow to the right elbow. And come on back up. Inhale, exhale up. Maybe try to find a little more twist here. And go ahead and exhale that down to the ground. Taking your right foot back. We're going to go ahead and lift that foot up in the air. And we're going to just pulse it here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Can you take that left foot across, the right foot across the left foot off of your mat, and then just take your gaze back to your toes. Keeping those hips as square as you can to the mat. Keeping your shoulders nice and square, pressing through those hands, gazing at those toes if it's comfortable. And let's go ahead and lift that right foot up and bring that right knee to our right elbow. And extend that foot out. Bring the right knee to your left elbow. Excellent. And out. Great. To the right elbow one more time. And let's plant that knee down and we'll take it on the other side. So coming back with your left leg, we're going to lift it into the sky, squeeze those glutes, press through those hands, and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the left leg across the right leg. There you go. Then bring your gaze to those toes, the left toes, over your right shoulder. Now square up those shoulders, square up those hips, and bring that gaze over. Wonderful. Let's take that knee, that leg out, and take the knee to the left arm and out. And bring that knee to the right arm. Wonderful. And one more time to the left. Great. And go ahead and drop that foot here. Let's go ahead. Open your knees wide. Take your toes together and come on back into a child's pose. Good place to catch your breath and just kind of settle back into your body. Excellent. Pressing into tabletop position. Close those knees back together for hips distance apart. And then let's just bring our hands up to our thighs. And then inhale, exhale your arms straight over your head. And from here, we're going to take our right hand to our left wrist. We'll go ahead and turn to you so you can see this. And holding on to that left wrist, let's go ahead and bring that little right side towards the left, leaning into your left side, pressing through those hands, belly button to your spine. And then maybe open up and look at the sky. Excellent. Inhale, exhale up to the top. Arms open nice and wide. Now let's take cactus arms. Exhale into cactus. Squeeze. Don't be in a, you can come into a back bend here if it's comfortable, or you can come straight. Excellent. Inhale, our arms up to the sky. Get those arms by your ears. And then exhale again to cactus. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, bringing that belly button to your spine. Really knitting in this area, your abs, tightening those glutes. And come on back up. Go ahead and now grasping your right wrist with your left hand and letting your body fall to the right. Keep those hips engaged, nice and square to the front of the mat. Beautiful. And breathing here, relax those shoulders. Don't tighten up those shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale up. And then exhale, cactus arms. From here, just take your palms back and let them sit on the back of your thighs here. And if you're comfortable, you can come from here. If you want to come a little further and find your heels, you can do that. And extend that chest and chin all the way to the sky. And gently find your way back up. And if you were simply here for that back bend, or you were here, don't give yourself a hard time. That's perfect. It's perfectly where you need to be. So we're going to go ahead and inhale, lift our arms to the sky. And then we're going to exhale our hands back to the side. And then take the back bend of your choice again. So here, you can come to your thighs. Or if it's in your practice, you can come to your heels. For 3, and 2, and 1, gently walk yourself back up. Beautiful. And then let's give a couple of circles of our shoulders. And back the other way. Great. I hope you can all hear me. I'm trying not to talk too loud because everybody's asleep here in Bordeaux, France. Alrighty. From here, we're going to take our hands to the earth. You're going to take your left leg out to the side and sit back on your right leg as much as you're comfortable. And then we're just going to walk our hands over toward that left leg. Should feel that nice long stretch in the hips and groin, thighs and your calves. Maybe flex that foot if you're comfortable. Coming down into your arms if that's in your practice. And then go ahead and walk back up to the middle and lift up off of that and bring your leg back together. I'd be curious to hear how that works for everybody. That's a big move, and it's probably not in everybody's practice, but I thought it would be a good one to give a try. So take that right leg out, sit back towards your heel. If you can sit back all the way onto your heel, great. And then walk those hands over. If you're here, no sweat, it's a good spot. And then feel free to bring your hands to where it's comfortable for you. And coming down if that's in your practice. This side is a little less accessible to me. And we'll stay here relaxing our leg for 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Go ahead and walk back up to the center. Excellent. And we'll come back in, coming into the tabletop position. Beautiful. I think we're done here on the knees. So let's tuck our toes here. Bring our hands to a comfortable spot and we'll find our first down dog. So lifting those hips to the sky. Pedal out those feet. Lengthening and strengthening. And then let's crisscross our legs up to a forward bend. So taking the right over the left and the left over the right. And till you get to the top of your mat with your feet between your hands. And let's give ourselves a nice bend here. Let's not try to find this forward fold too quickly. Taking your peace fingers and your thumb, take a hold of your big toe and just press your chest into your thigh. Bring your elbows right and left and let go of your head. Just let it drop to your knees. Feel free to go really deep into this bended knee, chest to the thighs. And then if you're comfortable, you can straighten your legs as much as it's comfortable. Only go to your comfort zone. And maybe take a couple of in and out breaths and find a little more length. Okay, so breathing in and lengthen, breathing in and lengthening, whatever works for you, whatever level of flexibility you have. Excellent. Then let's just take our hands to the center of our legs or our knees for half lift. In this position, we want to make sure that we have a really nice, long, lean spine. Hands can be wherever they need to be for that, depending on your anatomy. Okay? Reaching out through the crown of your head, sending energy out through your sit bones. Tiny little bend in your knees. And then inhale, exhale, forward fold again. And then inhale, let's rise all the way up to the top. And hands to heart for prayer. Beautiful. Take a minute here to gather. Nice deep in and out breath. And we're going to go ahead and do our vinyasa here, starting with a little slowly with our knees to the earth before we bring our belly to the earth. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, really nice half lift. Exhale, planting your hands on the earth or on blocks. Take your feet back into your plank. And now, coming up on your toes, pressing forward so that your shoulders are over your wrists. Then let's just lower our knees here And then keeping our hands close, our arms close to our body, lower our belly to the earth. Inhale, pressing our hands into the mat, lifting our shoulders towards the sky for a baby cobra. And then let's go ahead and tuck those toes, come up into our tabletop, and press up into a down dog. Nice. Good job of taking it slow. Walk those feet out. Let's take 2 breaths here. Excellent. Looking forward, let's go ahead and walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And hands to heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Planting your hands back into plank. And let's go ahead and take vinyasa of your choice. Up and over, belly to the earth. Inhale, inviting those shoulders and chest to the sun. Tucking your toes. Exhale the hips to the sky for down dog. Ardha Chandrasana. And then looking forward, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending those knees, pressing up to the sky. And we'll bring our hands to our hearts. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take our hands to our sides. We're going to inhale, exhale, bending our knees, taking our hands toward the earth. And really taking as much of a seat here as you can. Inhale, exhale your hands up for Utkatasana, seated pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, planting your hands, coming back into plank and taking your vinyasa flow of choice. And when you are ready, we'll meet in down dog or child's pose. And we'll do 2 breaths here. Beautiful. How's everybody feeling? All right, bending those knees, coming up on those toes, looking forward, and bring those feet up to the front of your mat. Excellent. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Fabulous. We're going to do that one more time. All right, so taking our hands to the side. Inhale. Exhale, lowering into our seated position. Inhale your arms for Utkatasana. Excellent. And let's just stay here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the earth, taking your plank and going through the vinyasa of your choice. And then we will meet in down dog. Excellent. Go ahead and let's look forward. Come up on those toes, forward on those shoulders, and walk, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, bending those knees into our seated position. Inhale, arms up for Utkatasana. Take a breath here. Inhale, exhale all the way up. And from here, let's exhale our left hand down, keeping our right hand up. And just looking over that left shoulder for a little bit of a twist. I don't know about you, but my heart is beating. That's good work. Let's inhale the left arm up. Take your gaze to your fingers. Exhale that right hand back. And take that gaze over that right shoulder. Excellent. Inhale that land all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands to the sides. Great. Bringing your hands to your hips. We're going to go ahead and take our left foot out. We're going to bring the right toes and right knee forward. And then remember, we want to be on train tracks. Let's see if you can see this. That's my train tracks or skis versus a tightrope. Okay, or a slalom ski. Since it's winter, we'll talk skis. All right, so bring that foot forward to where it's comfortable for you so you can get your maximum knee bend here. All right, and then because those feet are spread out a little bit, if you just take that ankle back, take that heel back to that corner of your mat, that will allow you to bring those hips forward, okay? Just kind of adjust your body till you feel like your hips are coming forward. Inhale, hands to the sky. And then come a little deeper in that front knee. Really bring those hips around. Exhale for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Kind of play with those feet to where it feels comfortable for you, okay? We're bringing our right palm to the sky, taking our left hand down to our back knee, and rise for reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, come back up for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. We'll bring our forearm to our right knee. So coming here with a bent front leg, really active hand on that thigh. And then let's take our left hand up and over by our ear, pressing through those fingers, bending that front knee as much as we're comfortable. Fantastic. Pressing into that outer edge of the left foot, the back foot. And then maybe you can open up a little bit and look to the sky. Inhale up for Warrior 2. Exhale, reverse warrior. And come back to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And then bring our hands to the hips and our feet parallel to the long edge of the mat. Great. From here, we're going to do our 3 Prasarita forward folds. So bringing those legs to whatever width is comfortable for you. You're going to inhale, bringing that chest to the sky. Remember, lifting up, and that really elongates your torso and allows you to really hinge right here at the hips as opposed to just kind of falling over into your pose. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, forward fold, bring your chest to the earth. And when you get to the point at which you're comfortable, let your head go. Just let it relax to the earth. Keeping active arms, bringing those elbows so that you're trying to touch them behind you. Pressing into all 4 corners of your feet. And just let your body relax here. Maybe a micro bend in your knees. And we'll take 3 breaths in this space. And on your next inhale, let's press into the corners of our feet, bend our knees, and come on back up 1 vertebrae at a time. Slowly, 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 letting those arms, shoulders fall away from your ears. Bringing those elbows back together behind you. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and let our arms go. Take a couple of circles one way and the other. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and do our bind behind our back. So you'll bring your hands together here. Of course, if you have your strap, you can use your strap. Holding on to that strap, remember keeping it nice and taut behind you, pulling each end away from one another, your hands away from each other, and keeping your hands off of your back as much as you possibly can. So whether you have a strap or you're bound behind your back, and maybe you're simply here, that's okay too. All right. So we're going to be in this position, taking that wide stance, and then inhale those chests, your shoulders, your chest, your chin to the sun. And then take those arms away from your body and exhale, forward folding. And when you get to where it's comfortable for you, remember to relax your head, keeping those hands away from your back and pressing those hands further toward your neck if you can. Maybe pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, press into each corner of those feet, and gently press back up. Nice long torso. And very good. Let your body feel that beautiful inversion, allowing the blood to flow through your body and touch all of the ligaments and muscles and tendons and such that can really use the benefits of that blood flow. Okay, as you know, we have one more round of this. So if you're up for it, we're going to go ahead and go back to our hands on our hips, bringing your feet to whatever width is comfortable for you. And if for some reason you're just not up for this, just be here and come up with a movement that's comfortable for you. Maybe you are simply moving in place, okay? Or maybe you're lifting your knees. Maybe you're just doing a forward fold or a half lift. You make a choice if this is too much for you. Just keep on moving, all right? So hands to hips. We're going to inhale and exhale, forward fold. I tend to go a little wider in this last one. And then let's take our hands to the mat. Great. And from here, let's just slowly walk our hands towards our right foot. If it's comfortable, you can keep that knee with just a micro bend. If you need to, go ahead and bend that knee all the way. Bring that knee nice and tight. Bring that chest to the thigh. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then maybe walk those hands to your foot if you're comfortable. And maybe taking hold of your ankle. This left foot definitely needs to stay nicely, firmly in place, keeping that active foot there. And then just bringing that hand around, maybe lowering your head. And now let's plant our left hand on the ground wherever it's comfortable for you. It can be at the right foot, it can be in the middle. Plant that left hand and inhale. Exhale the right hand to the sky. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale those hands back to the middle. Let's take the hands back towards the back edge of the mat. Lower your head, just relax here. A micro bend in those knees. Nice breathing through your nose and out through your nose. Come back to the center. And let's walk our hands to the left, finding that same stretch on the left-hand side of our body. Engaging that right foot, the right leg, micro bend in that right knee. Don't want to lock out your knee. And when you're ready, maybe try to reach for your foot. And if you'd like a little bit more, you can come to your ankle. Again, bending your knee here is absolutely okay. Not better or worse, just different. And when you're ready, planting that right hand, nice and firm on the earth. Inhale, exhale the left hand to the sky. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking those hands back to the center. Let's go ahead and we will bring our hands back to our hips. Extend through the crown of your head and lifting that chest nice and long. All the way up. Beautiful. And then we'll heel toe our feet together. And we'll just find a little bit of let go here. Okay, beautiful. Coming back into that wide stance. Taking your left toes out to the left. And making sure you're in skis, not on a tightrope. That back heel toward the back corner, opposite corner. And bring those hips around. Rotate those hips around as much as it's comfortable for you. If you need to adjust those feet, do that so that you can get a nice warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale those hands to the sky. Very active back leg here. That back edge of your foot should be pressing down deep into the mat. Right knee bending, making sure your knee and your ankle, as we've talked about, that it's a nice long straight line here. You don't want to be here and you don't want to be here. Okay? It's finding yourself in a nice line here. Might mean you have to take your leg and back leg back a little bit. And then really fall deeply into this stretch as much as you can. Inhale, exhale those arms to the sky for Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. Inhale, open for Warrior 2, bringing your hips in line with the long line of your mat. And then we're going to go ahead and exhale into Reverse Warrior. Those arms fall away, the shoulders fall away from your ears. Exhale, forearm to the left. Left hand up and right hand, up and over your head. Trying to keep that hand close to your ear. Both hands active. Maybe pressing a little deeper into that lunge. And inhale all the way up into a Reverse Warrior. And we'll find our Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. Hands on your hips. And let's just heel toe all the way back to the center. Wonderful. We've done a lot of work, but I think it's a great place to try our tree pose. Let's keep on doing that so every week we get better and better, you and me, because there's no surprise. I'm definitely struggling with the tree on my left side. So coming together, go ahead, bring your legs together in the center, hips distance apart. You might adjust them based on what your comfort level is. Alrighty. Tonight, let's try bringing our arms out to a T. Okay. Find your point of focus just slightly above the horizon. Leaning on that right leg, taking all the weight there. This is the trunk of your tree. So tight quads, tight glutes, tight abs, really lifting tall in the torso. And when you're ready, bring your left knee out to the left. And this is tree. If you want to go a step further, you can come to tree here with your left foot on your right calf. And if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and reach down, bring that left leg up a little higher, pressing that foot against the thigh into the foot, and finding your tree here. Inhale, exhale those arms up to the sky if you can. And bring those arms back down. Beautiful. And then wherever you are here, let's go ahead and bring that left foot, that left knee toward the front of the room. Bring our hands down and take hold of our left thigh. Take a little bend in that right leg. And then just lift that knee off, or that foot off the earth a little bit. And then if you're comfortable, coming up a little further. And then maybe drawing that knee into your chest. Keep your arms close to your body, elbows close to your side. And go ahead and gently lower that back down. Great. That's great. Okay. Wiggle out those legs. And let's do that same thing on the left-hand side. Okay. So deep breath in and out. Go ahead and take those arms out to the side for a T. Bring all of the weight into that left foot. And to really feel the foot on the earth. Padagustasana. Padagustasana. Really pressing into the foot to the earth. Okay? And then when you're ready, that right knee out to the right. If this is your tree, enjoy it. Relax here. Be here. And if you're here. And all the while, it's a crazy thing to do. I'm going to try the left side. And let's see how it goes. Pressing, pressing. Here we go. And inhale, arms to sky. And exhale, back. Bringing that knee to the front of the room. Reaching down, taking it under your thigh. Bending that left knee just a tiny bit. And coming back up. And arms to your side. Bring that knee up as much as you can to your chest. And this isn't necessary. You can be here. And that's okay. Okay? And then go ahead and place that right foot back down. Shake it all out. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and find the top of our mats. Inhale and exhale here, nice and long. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Really take a minute here. Press those hands into the legs. Really lengthen that spine, nice and long. Send the energy through the crown of your head, through the sit bones. Bend those knees just a hair. Let those shoulders and ears separate from one another. Great. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the earth and come back to our plank. And we'll stay here for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your knees hover over the earth, but don't touch them yet. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Bring those knees to the earth. Come on back in a child's pose. In this case, let's keep our knees together, our feet together, and bring our hands behind us, lowering our head to the earth. Excellent. Let's go ahead, planting our hands again for tabletop. Now we're going to take our forearms to the earth and just walk them out to where it's comfortable for you. Lifting those, keeping those knees bent, lifting those hips into the sky for a puppy pose. Maybe, if it's comfortable, dropping that chest. Maybe open those arms a little bit, pressing those hands into your mat. Take your chest toward your mat. Maybe lower your chin to the mat or your head. And then go ahead and come forward on those forearms, bringing your belly to the earth. Beautiful. And let's just find a gentle sphinx here. Pressing long through those feet, tops of your feet, pressing into the mat. Press your hands into that mat. Press, 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 press. Wonderful. Let's go ahead. We're going to take our hands down to our sides behind us. So, I need to make a little room here. Go ahead and taking your hands behind you. keeping your shoulders off of the mat. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna inhale, bringing our shoulders up as much as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower. And now this time we're gonna bring our feet in the air and our chest in the air and our arms in the air. So inhale, lift your chest, lifting your hands and lifting your feet, pressing through those feet. You can be flexed here, you can be pointed for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower. Take your right cheek to the earth. Let your shoulders drop. Let your glutes and feet go. And breathe here. Excellent. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lifting your shoulders and your chest to the sky. Inhale, lifting your arms. Exhale, bring those feet up for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower with your right cheek to the earth. Great. Pressing your arms, putting them next to your shoulders. Press up into the tabletop, crossing your legs behind you. You're bringing your legs a little bit closer. And then let's just slowly make our way into a seated position here. Great. So I'll face you. You can face the long distance of your mat. And from here, just kind of pull yourself up into that seated position where it's comfortable. If you need to, you can sit on a block if that makes you feel more comfortable. It's really very helpful to be up on a block, bringing your hips just a little higher than your knees. You can do 2 blocks. You can do a blanket or a bolster, whatever you've got. It's a really nice way to kind of elongate those legs and makes it a little bit more comfortable to sit in this position. So if this is something you'd like to do, I would say go for it. So we're going to inhale, rise, hands up to the sky. Exhale that right hand to the the left knee. The left hand is going to come behind you. And while you get in that position, I'm going to move forward a little bit. Got my curtain here. All right, so you know the drill. Right hand to left knee, left hand back behind you by your glutes. Inhale, exhale, taking your gaze and your twist to the left. Ooh, I hear the clicks. And this is kind of a nice place you can open your palm up and put the outside of your hand on the outside of your knee to get a little bit more leverage to make that twist a little deeper. And then have an active right knee. Don't let those knees come up. Press them into the earth as you're twisting. And let's inhale up to the sky. And we'll exhale left hand to right knee, right hand behind our glutes, pressing in for support. Inhale and then exhale that twist into that twist. Maybe turn that palm open. Pressing into that right outer knee for a little more twist. Now, is your belly button pressing into your spine? Is your torso nice and tall? Your shoulders are away from your ears? All of our little clues and cues. And let's go ahead and inhale, rise. And we're gonna, with our hands in the air, maybe it's tricky, maybe it's easy. Let's go ahead and switch your feet and have the other foot in. Oof, that feels weird. And then from here, we're gonna slowly bring our hands to the earth. So if that means that you come to your knees and then make your way forward to wherever it's comfortable for you, wherever you feel the length. And once you get to the place where you're feeling your best space, go ahead and lower that head to the earth. And maybe on your exhales, can you find a little bit more length? Can you walk those hands out just a little bit further? Pressing into those glutes. Pressing that mat away from you with your hands. And we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And walking those hands up slowly. Coming back up, we're going to go ahead and make our way down to our backs. So all kinds of safe ways to get there. So taking your feet out to the side, making your way down here and over. Or if you feel comfortable and up to it, you can come down this way. Excellent. I hope you can still see me. I can't see myself in the screen, so I'm hopeful that you can see me. All right. So from here, we're going to have our knees bent. We're going to go ahead and just windshield wiper your legs back and forth. So feet probably hips distance apart or a little bit wider. And windshield wipering. And let's go ahead and come back to the center here. Bringing the left ankle over the right knee, making sure that the ankle is on the fatty part of the knee. You don't want to be bending that ankle deeply like that. And this is called our figure 4. So maybe a little bit of pressure on that left thigh or knee. Again, no pain, lengthening, stretching, but it shouldn't be painful. And if you are so inclined, you can always come up and reach behind that leg and get a little bit more length. Just different, not better. And I like to use my left elbow or my elbow closest to the bent foot leg to press that knee away. And let's go ahead and lower that slowly and carefully. Bring that foot down and we'll go to the other side, bringing our right knee, our right ankle to our left knee. Pressing away, opening those hips. Really opening those hips. And if you choose, you can go ahead and reach underneath. Excellent. And then press away that bent knee. Are your ankles active here? Are you in a flex? We don't want to be just kind of limp. And you don't want to be pointed. We want to be in a nice flex here. And breathing. Excellent. Let's take both knees to our chest. And you can have your head on the earth. If you want to activate your glutes, you can always bring your chin to your knees, pressing those elbows to your side, flexing those feet. And then let's take these knees over to the left. So the left of your body, making a T of your arms, and taking your gaze over the right side of your body. And maybe wiggle those shoulders a little bit so that you can get both shoulder blades on the air. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Taking a nice big inhale, let's go ahead and bring those knees to our chest again. And over to your left. Over to your right. And then that gaze or your drishti over to your left. Excellent. Nice ujjayi breathing here still. Shoulder blades to the earth. Relaxing your face and your jaw. Your shoulders away from your ears. Go ahead and inhale, exhale those knees up to the middle, back to the middle. And then let's take our hands behind our knees, underside of our thighs, and press those feet up to the sky. Now, a straight leg here, again, not required. A bent knee is just as good. You just got to feel that movement. If you want to go a little longer, absolutely feel free to do that. And then let's bring our right leg down, take our hand to the outside of that right leg, keeping our left leg in the air. Just really press that knee to the earth. Your arm is on the inside, knee is on the outside of your arm. Just bring that knee down towards the earth, flexing both feet, pressing that knee into the earth. And then go ahead and extend the right leg. And let's do the same on the left. Hand on the outside, arm on the inside, knee on the outside. And just press that knee into the earth. Flexed left foot, flexed right foot. Press opening those hips. Beautiful. Then can you bring that right foot down to meet the left for a happy baby? And open those legs as wide as you can, feet as far from one another as possible. Really feel that stretch. Relax those shoulders. Don't let them rise up to those ears. Now take a minute. Really press your belly button against your spine. Press it like you're trying to get your full belly button to the mat. There you go. Great. And let's extend those legs back to the sky again. And then maybe just kind of bring them toward your nose a little bit. Again, activating your abs by lifting your head, keeping those elbows close to the legs, and bend those knees. We'll take our soles of the feet together for our Baddha Konasana or supine Baddha Konasana, laying butterfly. And again, taking those hands and just giving a little bit of pressure. And we've talked about using the leverage of your blocks or book to give a little extra stretch here. Bringing those feet as close to your body as you can. And breathing. Excellent. Let's go ahead. We're going to take our hands to the earth, our elbows to the earth, keeping our knees bent. We're going to take 2 bridges here. So pressing into your feet, bringing your feet as close to your body. I tend to do a grabbing of the ankles. I like to bring them as close to my body as I can. Pressing my elbows close to my body, elbows into the earth, hands into the earth, and then slowly lifting that pelvis and just lift those hips to the sky. So inhale, exhale, hips up. Nice and high, pressing into the earth with your hands, with your elbows, with your feet. Pressing, squeezing those glutes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower. And we're going to do that one more time. Maybe bringing your feet a little closer to your body. Bringing your hands to the earth, elbows to the earth. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Pelvis up first, and then lifting those hips, pressing into those feet, pressing into your elbows, pressing those feet, those hands. Excellent. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower to the earth. Excellent. And we'll take our legs nice and long. Bringing your hands to your belly. Just let your feet fall wherever they will. Feel the mat against your calves. Allow your body and your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. And maybe you close your eyes here if you're comfortable with that. Maybe taking a little yes and no with your head. Deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath in here. And as you exhale, lower your shoulders. Relax your hands. Let your hips just loosen and your thighs release. Feel the caps of your knees just slip away from that ever-present holding on. And again, letting go of those calves, trusting the earth to hold your heels. Begin taking natural breaths here. And then begin to picture the movement of a wave and hear the sound of the wave. And as you inhale, imagine a wave coming in from the ocean, up and over your feet and your ankles, your calves, your belly, across your chest and your shoulders. And let that water walk out away from your body, going over your chest and your belly, your calves, your knee, your toes. And just take a few minutes imagining you're just laying on a warm beach and you've got the ocean just coming in and out, washing over you, taking away any worries and cares. Breathing with the water as it comes up. Exhaling as the tide goes out. Allowing your body and your mind to come back to the present. Go ahead and find a little bit of movement, maybe in your hips and your knees, and your ankles and your arms, taking those wrists and turning them one way and the other. And then carefully coming to your side in the fetal position, just to kind of get your body ready to come back to the present. Could use your hands for a pillow here. And then when you're ready, and you don't actually have to be ready, you're at home, In a safe, cozy place, you can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I'm going to go ahead and keep my eyes closed and make my way up to a seated position. Feel free to join me or just stay here. Trusting that your body knows how to get there without seeing. And let's go back to opposite leg, cross-legged sitting again. We'll finish just asking our body to sit in a space that's a little less comfortable. Take your palms and place them facing up, the back of your hands on your knees. Allow your shoulders to just fall freely away from your ears. Relax your face. Loosen your belly button and your shins and your calves and your thighs. And now take a moment to just smile on the inside and maybe on the outside. Being grateful that you took this time to say yes to you, to move with your mind and your body, with your breath, bringing wellness to all parts of you. Thank you so much for inviting me to join you tonight to practice, or today, I guess. Bedtime here, middle of the day there. Very, very grateful for this opportunity, everybody, truly. So bringing our palms together, thumbs to our hearts, and our chins to our palms. I genuinely appreciate your time and your efforts. I don't know if you can feel it through the distance, but the light in me honors the light in you. I'm sending you all my very, very best. Have a great day. Namaste. Thank you. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Feel free to text me any ideas you have, any thoughts you have about the practice, anything that you'd like to see us work on more, or maybe you're a little tired of doing some of the movements. I'm trying to offer repetition so that we grow in our poses, but also add enough new poses, asanas. Asana is the word for pose in yoga. So trying to add new things each practice, but also repeat the things that we've already learned so that you can see yourselves becoming stronger and better with each time on the mat. So keep those texts coming. Share with me what you'd like to see and how I might improve how I'm doing things, how I'm guiding us. Thank you, everybody. I don't have an assistant. My assistant went home. So, good night.